Right, from Custom Cruisers, quite a rare machine. This actually is an FXRT. You can tell because I've just put the right springs in. Whoever had it before must have been a lowering kit, because now the hoses, these hoses are being changed obviously because they're too tight. But you can see the difference between the proper FXRT springs and a lowering kit. Definitely original FXRT because it's got all the controls, okay, the extra controls here, which makes it super rare. It really does. The gauges are obviously been fitted off another FXR. You know, originally it would have been on the in the clocks in the tank. Saying that, if it's an FXRT, no, it wouldn't. The FXRD had the clocks actually in the, you know, actually in it. Could also be an FXRP, but I wouldn't have thought so with the switches being civilian. Okay, but the wiring, the guys obviously taking all the FXR fairing off, and I mean, this is frightening the way it's been done. You can see this is the wiring coming down into the various plugs, and it's just absolute mare's nest, as we call it. Wires absolutely, yeah, but this is actually how it was, just tied up on the frame. Goes up under here, goes round here, onto the battery there. This is part of the original thing, I believe, that went up near the fairing. All the wires came off this. Like this is actually from the 80s, this thing. This is part of the wiring where they've obviously cut into it and just extended everything with black wire. Okay, more wiring here, absolute nightmare. So what I'm going to do is buy an FXRT loom, I should say, harness, as they call it in the States, and completely rewire it, because this is such a mess. You know, you've only got to look at this. This goes to this, goes to this. Flashy units on this for some reason. This is original, which I have seen this before. This thing, I believe, normally goes in a fairing on the FXRTs. This is the handlebar wiring, which, as you can see, goes all the way up here, right up to the bars. Whereas on the FXRT, obviously, if this was further up the loom, which it looks like it could be, if this went, basically, if this plugged in up the top, this went into the fairing, it should be a pretty simple job to do. Apart from that, the bike's pretty cool. You know, needs quite a lot of work, as you can see. Perhaps even powder coat the frame on it. Pretty cool graphics. Used to say Laurel and Hardy. Repowder coat that. Mids quite unusual, or boards. Might fit the FXRP boards on it, but very cool bike, or it certainly will be when it's done. As you can see, quite a cool number as well. But, wheels have been hand painted, but I'll be honest, you don't look bad. So the brake hoses, nightmare. I've just fitted Hyper Pro springs in here, new seals and new tubes. So these tubes are actually brand new. The original guy had fitted the seals upside down, which is pretty easy to do, I suppose. But headstock bearings are all good. You know, everything's pretty well replaced. But you can see the wiring, these are to the indicators, which obviously on the FXRT, these would go to the fairing. Whereas we've got a wire here that obviously did go into here, which has been cut, and another one run back down here. So God knows where. You know, it just is an horrendous wiring loom. Okay, so wish me luck, and hopefully this FXRT got got the fairing for it, got some clamshells, should all be on the road soon, or basically possibly early next year at this rate. If you're interested in any FXR stuff, bagger, Harley stuff, Jap stuff, Triumph, you name it, we do it, or I do it. Give us a call, 01773835666, customcruisers.com, or the new site customcruisers.eu. Thank you.